Not my first purchase of 2024. I am still purchase free. Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased and the first proper one of 2024. The other two would have dropped prior, but I was sick and all this type of stuff happened. But 2024 is already off to a crazy start. I mean, people are going nuts for cups. And then you get like this other one went viral and it's like she's got every colorway of the same thing. Like, it just makes no sense. You can only drink from one. Oh yeah. Multiple things of the same color, yeah. For a collection, yeah. Okay, I got it. Me, I had no idea what a Stanley Cup was. I thought the Stanley Cup was the trophy for hockey. And then I googled it, they had plenty everywhere. Then I found out it was a Starbucks thing. It was some other brand. They were collabs, right? Limited edition collabs. I guess resale markets have gone so nuts that we've got to go to cups. For me, I went and checked them out. They were like 80 bucks. I was like, I actually did need a new drink bottle, so that's why I went to check them out. I went with this one. Same thing, they didn't have black in the Stanley, so I got the decor, 20 bucks. 20 bucks instead of 80. I don't care, I'm an anti-hype beast, I do not care. I managed to get, there was like another one too, that this one's got the straw so you can't really put it in like a lunch bag or something. The other one you can. So I got the other one for like 17 bucks. So two cheaper than getting the one. Well cheaper, half the price. But I digress. What we're going to do in this little video right here is just kind of look at things that there's almost two lists that I'm going to do in between. So it's things I want to see in 2024 and things I want to do with the channel in 2024. I've got 5 of each and we're going to do all that. One of the first things I want to do is I'm not rushing to buy everything. Haven't bought any sneakers yet. It is, I think, the 9th of January. I'm doing good, even though I've been sick at home, so it's hard to do. Although I'm not shopping, but something I've just seen that's a Kmart. Let's go check it out. It technically isn't buying sneakers. Technically. I said 9th, it's the 5th. It's the 5th. 5th of January. So 5 days into it, I'm already getting the itch. There's a bunch of stuff. I've even thought about getting like a new pair of shoes for like fitness and that sort of stuff, but we will stay strong. When I first saw these things, like, I honestly thought they were tiny. I just thought they were going to be like gumball size. So spending 10 bucks on them and they're at least that big, it's not too bad. The worst thing was I already set out to go to Kmart and then kicking it with G, Emmanuel said, I was like, yo, is it Reebok and Airwalk? They're like, and Skechers. If I paid any money towards Skechers, I'm going to be so pissed. Right, same thing, just tears. I want the D Browns. I got a bunch of Airwalk stickers, so I'm assuming I got Airwalks. There's 2 things in here, so that's kind of cool. It's not just one thing. I got some Airwalk slides. That's interesting. And an Airwalk flat brim. That's okay. Paid 10 bucks for that. Please no Skechers. Oh, we got Reebok. Is it the D Browns? I am a sucker for stickers, so I'm not mad at this. Alright, there's a pair in a shoebox. What we got? Oh, this kind of looks like a classic Reebok shoe box. But it's got some pink Zig Tech in them. Alright, not the D Browns. And I'm guessing the other one's it's another hat. Is it always a hat? I don't think I've ever seen anyone with a Reebok hat. You know what would be crazy? If they did something like this in like a second series and brought the G units back. It's a Reebok hat. Bro. That's the world's first look at a Reebok hat. No one ever seen a Reebok hat before. At least you get two, right? So that's not too bad. Let's do another one. I at least know how to open these now. It's just a little tear down the side. Okay, maybe I don't. No sketches, that's the main thing. Don't want sketches. I want the D Browns. That's pretty much all I want. I got another Airwalk sticker. It's a different Airwalk sticker, so I'm assuming it's a different shoe. Don't want to even focus. It's focused on me. Okay, I think this is the shoebox that I've seen. Yeah, so we got... Oh, there's stuff in it. Oh! I just thought it was like, you get a shoebox. But no, it's got little Airwalks. That's kind of interesting. Comes with tissue paper too. Alright. We got two more. No sketches, no D Browns. I think there's two rare ones. There's like a pair of gold something. I don't really care about that. I just want the D Browns. What's crazy is there's probably somewhere on eBay I can get like a D Brown keyring right now. But I'm getting quicker at opening these things. Oh, Reebok. Different again, I think. Did I get a hoodie last time? I don't think I did. Let's go with the hat first. Oh, it's a black hat. Oh, Reebok Classic. That's good signs. It's black and gold. Kind of like the D Browns. They're in a pump box. Insta Fury pumps. So I thought he was trolling with it with the sketches, but there are sketches on there. There's also a pair of print shoes. I'm assuming these are all owned by the same people, but that's the ultra rare. They're an Insta Pump Fury that's gold. Apparently that's the rare sticker. But yeah, we want the D Browns. I'd go the white ones. The white ones would be cool. Some classics, Reebok classics. I say that and I'll probably pull some sketches right now. This is a cool idea. And it's got me just spending 50 bucks on these stupid things. 10 bucks each. We've got another Airwalk. I've got all different ones, which is good. What we got? Alright, we got the white version of the black joints that I just had. Am I about to go back to Kmart just to get these D Browns? 50 bucks. How to waste your money. The Insta Pump Furies aren't too bad. In the purple. No. I'm not mad at that. The slides was a bit ridiculous, but it's nuts. You remember when like Coles was doing mini everything and people were going nuts for them? Well, You just got sneakerheads involved in that type of shit. If they did something like this with Jordans, like game over. That's a whole new revenue stream that Nike could fucking come up with. And they could put it in like EB Games, Zing, that type of stuff. It'd go wild. Imagine like if you pull stuff like an 85 Chicago or something rare like a Friends and Family. Like they have so much in the catalog that they could do this with. I don't know who this company is. Zuru Mini Brands. Would they be able to do that? Like, if Nike just did their own thing? I don't know, but if they do it, like, I'm all in. Like, I'm all in. I mean, someone told me about these little things, and now I've got a Instapump Fury. Comes in a little pump box. That's kind of cool, though. I'm still adamant that if Nike did this, like, it'd be an absolute fucking game changer. Like, they would make so much money, but I digress. I don't want to rush into buying things. I know there is, like, a temptation to try and get, you know, shoes when they drop of the week so you can do the reactions, the reviews, everything like that for a YouTube channel. For me, though, like, everything I was excited for and grabbed on the day last year ended up going on sale. So for me, and I'm also going to try and not purchase anything for, like, I've already looked at kind of what's coming out and what I want. I want to try and not purchase anything for the first 2 months of 2023. Let's see if we can do that. I mean, this kind of doesn't count, but I did have a box rock up. This was from the Boxing Day sales. So it's 2023 purchase. Not a 24 purchase, it doesn't count. We got 2 more of the Brooklyn Cause tees because they restocked, and I'm like, look, that's something I might want to pull out in a couple years and be like, yo, you remember this? Plus I'm a Brooklyn fan. So the other thing I've got, which we've already reviewed on the channel, but I was only able to get 1 pair at the time, one for Adam. We got these, and they managed to come down on sale. They went down to $177.99, so had to do that. One of the most underrated pairs last year. Crazy quality. This actually even looks better quality than the one Adam got, and it was cheaper, so go figure. Not my first purchase of 2024. I am still purchase free. One of the things I want to see within the sneaker world is the continual decline of the resale culture. We saw at one point Jordan 1s and Dunks, whether it be mids, lows, highs, it didn't really matter. They were just buying up everything and just quick flip for 20, 40, 60 bucks, whatever. And nothing was on shelves. This was also made popular through the pandemic. Now that's not really happening. It's a great time to be a sneakerhead. So you can go in, try something on, maybe think about it for a couple days. Not with everything, but I can see it getting to that point, because resellers that have come about during that pandemic time, they're looking at other things. They're looking to your Stanley Cups, they're looking to coins, they're looking to all this sort of stuff. So for me, not so much your brick and mortar stores that take time to curate something, more just those annoying little kids that go, if you know, you know, I cannot wait, go buy a Stanley Cup. Actually, there was one purchase quite recently. TN shirt that came out this week, last week, I can't remember, but I bought it the other day and it's kind of nice. There's another one coming, and there's an OG colorway coming out, so that'll be fun too. I think next week, week after. You'll have to stay tuned to the video I do on Thursday, which will be what's coming out in 2024. What I want to see from the sneaker world is I want to see a continuation of this Y2K movement, and I want to see like certain stuff. We've obviously You know, Asics killing it, New Balance killing it. Nike's done well with the Vomero. They tried with that V2K thing, but that's horrible. I'd love to see them put some quality materials into like an LTD, maybe a Span, maybe a B-Dub, Stabs, even the Spiridons. I feel like when they brought back the Spiridons a couple years ago, it's a little bit too early. If they did it now, I think you get a little bit more traction. And one thing I'm going to be doing in the channel, we're going to be doing more sneaker collection videos. I didn't realize I didn't do any last year. So we're going to make sure there's sneaker collection videos. I've got, I want to say 2 in Melbourne that I've already spoke to. It's just me having the gear to do it and organising it. I want to say I've got one really big one in Sydney, and then I'm also going to try and tap into a few guys that I know within music and that sort of world, because that'll be fun. Not so much just collectors that know everything, but maybe guys with a bit of personality that you know of, and then just see what they've got and what they know. So there's going to be more of that. In terms of sneakers I want to see coming out this year, I'd love to see them do another X-Men pack like they did with the Asics. Maybe it's not the Gel Light 3 this time, maybe it's the Gel Light 5. Maybe it's the EX89, maybe it's the NYC, maybe it's the Nimbus 14. I would love to see a Nimbus 14 come back, or a Kayano 10. But I want to see, that did so well, the blind box thing, everything like that. I'd love to see that again. But I'd also like to be able to cop, so please give an allocation to Australia. One of the things I've been thinking about doing and trying to do for a minute is people that I can't necessarily go and showcase their collection, because whether they're overseas, maybe a fair distance, whatever, is do some like mobile type interviews. So we do it essentially over like Discord, whatever, film it on both ends and go like that, but still give you somewhat of an insight into collectors, whoever we get within it, and do that within the YouTube channel. I want to mix it up. I don't, like I said, I don't want to be rushing out to buy everything like I have been. Personally, there's not a lot coming out this year that I want. There's certain pairs that I've got my eye on, and if I can even get them, I didn't hit on many raffles last year. I think I hit on 2. So, but I definitely want to set that up. Part of setting that up will be me finally setting up the live situation, because the last couple times I've done a live, I don't know, it doesn't look great. So I want to get the lighting right, I want to get the backdrop right, do everything perfect, and from there we'll work on some interviews and that sort of thing, just to mix up the content. So we'll have stuff like this, vlogs, we'll have interviews, we'll do events, and just a bit, and obviously collection videos. So a bit more variety. And I'm always trying to do more, get better, get bigger with the channel, so we'll see how we go. Within sneakers, we're seeing a lot of collabs, right? Collabs tend to move the needle when it comes to limited edition stuff, whether it be a collab with a designer, a collab with an artist, things like that. Over here in Australia, we've definitely had collabs with designers, with stores, but I want to see, this year, I want to see a collab with an artist. Whether it be a visual, audio artist, whatever. I'd love to see Cursor do a TN. I'd love to see Nerve do like an Air Max 95. I'd love to see maybe Briggs do a Jordan 3. I know 1.4 did a little thing with JD where they had like custom, was it 95s or 98s? I can't remember. 95? I think it was 95s. But I'd love to see something like that. Grab like a Hilltop Hoods, grab like a, it doesn't even need to be hip hop. Even though most sneaker collabs kind of are hip hop, maybe we had Korn with the Adidas collab, maybe we get like Frenzel Rom doing a collab, who knows. But I'd love to see something like that. And with ComplexCon coming to Australia this year, perfect time to launch things like that. brands. Do your due diligence. Get involved. Let's see an Air Force One with maybe How from Coolism. I'd love to see Fume do a collab with Death Wish Cast. They're always rocking the Puma suedes. Food for thought. Maybe you've heard of some of these artists, maybe you haven't, but I just went through like some of the original type artists to artists I was growing up on to like newer artists within hip hop. And I said friends or wrong, so but I'd love to see something like that. I think it doesn't take much to pique the interest of a sneakerhead, and it could be beneficial for all parties. One thing I want to do, and I've been thinking about it for the longest time, I keep thinking like, am I getting ahead of myself? Should I not? I almost did it for the last It's More Than Just Sneakers event, but it's merch. I would love to do some merch. One thing I really enjoyed doing through music was doing merch with that. I did like a bunch of different t-shirts, I did singlets, and they all like just went really well. But I know this is a completely different thing, and it would almost feel weird to just have like Creased or something on a shirt. So for me, I was like coming up with ideas. Maybe it's like things that I always say or whatever like that, and then just done in a really nice design. That will come. I will say a 75% chance that there will be at least one merch drop this year, but I have no idea what it will be. I would say it'll be a t-shirt first up, but you never know. It could be socks. I could do some socks. Socks would be easier, I feel. But I definitely want to do that. Something I wanted to do for It's More Than Just Sneakers, the Sydney event. I just didn't get in time. I was playing around with designs. I was working around in Illustrator and Photoshop and everything like that. I've kind of got an idea of what I want of a couple, but you'll just have to stay tuned. But the number one thing that I want to see in Australia, in the sneaker world this year, is the sneakers app in Australia. You guys get an interactive social media based platform where you can actually buy sneakers on these live streams and everything like that, where you get shock drops, where you get all this, and the participation feels like an event. We don't get that here in Australia. If you're watching from overseas, we don't get that here. We get a website, and it either, most of the time it doesn't even tell you if you won. Like, you're sitting there waiting for like half an hour after, if you've seen it live. We're sitting there waiting and we got no idea. Did the money come out? No, it didn't come out, so I don't know. It is terrible system. I want to see the sneakers app here. I want to see us get access to those lives, everything like that, because the other part of it too, like occasionally they used to put them up as like highlights from the lives and everything, but they're talking about and showing like upcoming sneakers. We don't really get to see that. Sure, we can find someone who screenshotted it and put it on YouTube, but it's never great quality. I want to see a sneakers app in Australia. I want to see most of what I want to see within this year of 2024 is Australian based, because that's what affects me. I feel like I don't know, we'll have to just wait and see how the year goes. We're going to do on Thursday, I'm going to run through basically not all but a lot of sneakers that we know what's coming out in 2024, what my opinion is. If you care, I don't know, you may not, but this has been another episode of Creased. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Are you trying not to cop as many this year? Like, I know I've talked to a lot of people and they're talking about expanding into different stuff or buying less, focusing more on grails. That's kind of where I'm at. I've got a lot. Like, there's a lot going on here, but there can always be more. No, I'm kind of running out of space. What do I got? I got probably on the second wall that I've started, I'm looking at over there now. I can fit one there, another row, maybe two more after that. But the next row, so the next three more rows of four, I would need a ladder to get access to them. I can barely reach the row that it's at right now. I can just kind of reach it, so I don't know, man. It's a crazy world of sneakers, and at least we ain't out here punching on for drink bottles. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We'll be back twice a week. Peace. There's so much rubbish everywhere. These shits look like a Pokeball. Recall.